Right, this will be a heads up video. And then what I'll do is I plan to sell these individually, and I've got these tag thingies, and then I can number them all and date them all, and that way I can put them all away, and that's how it goes. You gotta love plurals. Due to my 10 years ago, I would have gone just yeah, but due to my financial situation now, which is just yeah. Well, anyways, I contacted this bloke that's really reliable for antique tools and stuff like that, and I said, "Oh, Nokogiri Aru," and this guy like Aru Noko, but just use the intonation of Nokogiri Aru. These are known as Maebiki also, and but this bloke knows the type of stuff I'm looking for, and he's like, Aru, get there, and he said, "Oh, just give me some time and we'll see if you can, have time to meet and all that, and meet and greet." So I went there with the hope and intention of purchasing one Nokogiri, one pulsar, and when I got there, he's this has happened years ago too. Zambu, Zambu, no, Zambu. Zambu means all. I'm like, oh shit. But like when I initially saw them, I'm just like, oh my, I'd like to take a, peek at these and, figure out which one I'd be just like, yeah, But he's like, wow, they're all awesome, really, And he's like, Zambu, and something like that. All kata means bought. Kaimas means to buy, will buy, like that. And I'm just like, oh shit. So, but he's been that great over the years, so I decided that, what's got to be done, it's got to be done. And to offset that, and upset me, what I've done is I've gone ahead and bought an aftermarket style battery for this little unit here, and figure what I'll do is I'll clean this up, and just hold on to this. Yeah. Oh, when the other battery started to shit itself, I just it's got a 12-volt system on it. Not sure why I'm telling you this, but this is what it comes to. You gotta do what you gotta do. And so when the battery started to shit itself, what I would do, see, it's got an electric starter and a kickstarter, and so I would just wire this to this old speaker wire. Doesn't take much to my battery on my rig on my car, and to the point of the there, the connectors there, and then fire it over, and then after riding it for 10 minutes or so, it had enough charge in it in case you had stalled or whatever, it'd fire over, so that's cool. And the when I was getting that sorted out for some stuff, I took this along, I asked this bloke about these electric starter systems, and I don't go that as Kickstarter. And he says, oh, it's usually the switch. So I'm like, righto, and I didn't worry about it because I'll just kick it over and whatever. So I figure I've got this aftermarket battery, crazy cheap. Shit, it's like $15 or something. I'm like, oh, so I'm going to play around with that a bit later, put some new fuel in it and drain the old fuel and put some new fuel and mess about with that. Now I'll sell it off, and that'll keep me going for a while because to offset this purchase. And there's my safety koala right there. You got to have safety koalas. He's not looking too good anymore, but yeah, that's what I got to do. My kid on the road it once, didn't like it. Yeah, that was 5 years ago. Well, she went to ride it. I wanted to ride it initially, back in about 11 years ago. 10 years ago, and it's got a throttle adjuster on it, a limiter, And I guess I didn't put that in. Restrictor, that's what it is. I didn't restrict it enough, and it took off like a bat out of hell, really, or, you know, in comparison. And I just sort of grabbed a hold and whoa, and she got all pissed off, and that was it for 5 years. It's only done like 30 k's. Mates and I, we used it for as a pit bike for a while. But yeah, I've just hung on to it. You know, sentimentality or some shit. Like, I hang on to these, see? Hello kitties here. Yeah. Hang on to these. I got stuff I just hang on to. It's sentimental value or whatever it is, but this fucking virus thing is really just what it's done to my business is just, you know, just destructive, isn't it? Oh, you just gotta hang in there. Yeah, that's what you do. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is get some more coffee into me, try to feel a bit better, and then I'll go over these. Yeah. Yes, and they're all just awesome in their own individual way. Yeah, I mean, one of them's got a little bit of pitting in the old teeth, where it would be awesome. That one there, where it would be awesome to re-grind in there, or get one of those fancy files they used to use back in the day to sharpen them up. I don't know what they use, diamond files. I don't know. You chaps out there probably know more about them sharpen them up than me, but I would just grind like that right down there, and bam. On this one here, it's got a this tang here is quite short, so I would just sharpen that up and get a new handle, make up a new handle for it. So that would be a really cool, like, project job. That'd be a great project job too. That one there would just be freaking awesome to use, and because they self-polish, they get like surface rust on them when they sit around for quite a while. It's just surface rusting, and but sometimes they oil them. Most of them have got like cool kanji going on. That's the maker's stem, and they've ground something in here. I reckon if you that one doesn't, I reckon. I love this design because it's got this distance from here to here, and so when you're operating it, you'll figure it out. But I reckon this one would be really cool if you the handle's quite good. The handle is good. We'll get to that later, but I reckon if you want to use this, you know, you might look how old this is. You might want to grind your own insignia or something in there. I don't think I've ever used the word insignia before. I mean, they're all just gorgeous. What's this one got going on? Some old school kanji in there that it's just so old and worn away, and I can't make head or tail of it. It's just rad. What's going on in there? Is that a bit of cracking? Or is that just... No, just age. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, just rad. So yeah, plurals. Like for instance, I'll give you some survival Japanese. Like we use this as a pit bike every now and again. We'd have a bit of a ride on it because it's a great laugh. And my mates and I, and back in the day, and it's only ever been ridden for about, I don't know, maximum 30 k's, 30 kilometres. You know, what's that? 20 how many miles is that? 16 miles. I could work that out, couldn't I? Brain's gone mashed potato. Yeah. I could work that out. What's that? 18 miles. I'm gonna put some more coffee in me. I've got plenty over there. Now, Zudu Damae watashi no tomodachi issho ni. See, I say tomodachis. I just add an S on it. There you go, there's a plural. I could revolutionise the Japanese language to be more international. Just chuck an S on it, and you got plurals. Some nationalists will be going, bash me for that. But yeah, 私の友達ずっと前乗ったね。でもピットバイクだけ使いました。もしかったね。でもこのバイク多分30キロぐらいだけ乗ったさ。多分40キロ、25ぐらい。ちょっとだけ。そしてエンジンいいね。Like that. So I could say, well, a long time ago, well, I didn't say a long time ago, maybe I did. My friends and I, we used it as a pit bike and we rode around a little bit. It was fun. And there you go, plurals. If they had plurals, I would have gone, well, on the phone, I only need one. God damn it. But admittedly, I mean, aren't these just, yeah. Yep, these are wild, good. I've been asked about that. I don't know if FedEx is doing anything right now. If they're able to move anything right now, I'll contact them and we'll see, because FedEx can handle bigger stuff than Japan Post, and Japan Post can't send certain things to certain areas, and rah rah. What a difficult times often call for difficult measures, or stringent measures, or whatever that phrase is, But, well, some kid will have fun on it, right? And that's, some kid will love to have that. I was actually thinking years ago, because I was doing alright with life and financially, and I was thinking of just giving it to this family that used to go or does go to this track I know of, and figure, they'd have fun on it. And that's the way it is, right? That's the way it is. That's just that. Yeah. Okay. That's the circumstance of the day. Right, I'm gonna get some coffee into me and try to feel better. Think happy thoughts. Is this how's it go? Is this a hell? Or is this how it smells? Now, if this is a hell, I guess this is how it smells. I'm sure this is how it smells. Something like that. Check out Cowboy Bebop Walk in the Rain. God damn. Maybe this is hell. If this is a hell, I'm sure this is how it smells. Anyways, keep your chin up. Those of you that are suffering more than me. And we just gotta, if we have to go and eat grasshoppers or whatever, it's just the way it is.